Hey Trey, this is Ryan with TrendLizard.com. I got your email. Thanks for sending it. I'm going to take a look at two stocks, I guess one stock, one ETF for you. First, we're going to take a look at ARKG, which is the ARK Genomic Revolution Multi-Sector ETF, and then Palantir, PLTR, which we have looked at before. And we will do an update, and I can see why you wanted me to look at it again because it is interesting with what's happened lately, and it actually has had an impact on the chart, so we'll take a look at both. So let's get started here with ARKG. Kathy Wood special here, incepted back in 2014, had a small pullback into the 2016 low. Probably didn't feel that small if you were participating in that, but off that 2016 low, it has been in a very nice climb. It appears to have given us a first wave here, 5-wave first wave move, very clear ABC pullback, large second wave correction, then a super sharp 2020 special here, third wave advance, that completed in early 2021. Since then, it's been in a large fourth wave pullback. So on the long-term time frame, the longest term time frame available on this ETF, first, second, third, in a fourth, or potentially has completed a fourth, with a fifth wave up yet to come. So on a longer term time frame, we are bullish because the trend is up, and we expect trends to play out in 5-wave patterns. So the big question really is this fourth wave correction that's been playing out in 2021 complete? Now, if we look at wave 2, it was a pretty time-consuming move, lasted about a year, a little bit over that, maybe 15 months or so. This one has not lasted that long. I guess that could be a case for a larger fourth wave pullback to complete, but we don't want to be too quick to judge. So let's go ahead and jump in on the 2021 price action and see what it shows us. So there's two possible ways that we can look at this, right? Here's that 2020 advance 5-wave move, very clear as you can see. So there's two ways we can label the 2021 pullback, either as a wave A with a wave B underway and a wave C down still to come, or the other alternative would be that we've got the A, B, and C that have completed, and everything that's happened since May is a first and second wave to the upside, getting ready to take off from there. So there's no real definitive way that we can say with any great certainty what is the case. But I think in this market right now, I think you have to default on the kind of the bullish outcome, because everything tends to fall onto the bullish outcome. Very rarely have we seen larger pullbacks play out. So I think in this case, I think you have to go with this labeling until it's proven wrong. So how do we go with this labeling? Basically, we can expect that this is the start of that larger fifth wave advance as long as this move off of May's low maintains a trendy posture. So far, first, second wave, the idea being that it's en route to forming a larger 5-wave move to the upside. As long as the potential exists that this will form a 5-wave move to the upside, I think you need to expect higher prices. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this price action here. This takes a closer look at the early pullback, clearly an ABC move. That's a bullish thing. It already dictates that the pullback is a counter trend move. Now, if we look at the development of upside action off of May's low, we have a nice trendy move to the upside. We have the pullback off of the late June high as a clear ABC pullback. So this too, the fact that we're getting downside moves that are counter trend moves, both on this larger time frame as well on this shorter term time frame, tells us that it wants to head higher, at least for now. So we saw this 3-wave pullback. It retraced about 61.8% of this up leg off of May's low. After it retraced 61.8%, prices turned to the upside again. And even if this is going to form a larger pullback in 2021, I think the expectation would be for higher prices off of August low, just from what we're seeing here, just from this 3-wave pullback here. So again, I think we just have to expect higher prices. Here's how I would trade it. I would just buy it and be bullish as long as it's trading above 81.50. If it moved below 81.50, the suspicion would have to be that it's still in the 2021 pullback. That would put a dent into the trendy nature of this move that's happening off of May's low. So overall, that would be a warning sign to me. I'm bullish on it as long as it's trading above 81.50. As this move progresses to the upside, we do not want to see this up leg retraced by 61.8% at any time. So you can constantly run that number as the move progresses. I don't want to see it retraced by more than that. If at any point it does, we would again have to question the trendy nature of this up move off of May's low. And again, the key is as long as this up move off of May's low maintains trendy potential, you can be bullish on it. Right now, that means it needs to stay above 81.50. let's go ahead and move on. We're going to take a look at Palantir now, PLTR. We've looked at this guy before. Let's do it again. Incepted in 2020, October, start of the month. Gave us a nice 5-wave advance, 3-wave pullback, another 5-wave advance. Probably this the end of a larger 5-wave pattern. We just can't see it all. Just because it was incepted in October 2020 doesn't mean this is the full story. Whatever the case may be, obviously a very important high was recorded in looks like late January 2021. Since then, it's been in a very large, punishing pullback into May's low, and off of May's low, it's been on the recovery. So, as per our previous discussion on this guy, my initial impression when I look at this is that this decline off of the 2021 high is a trendy 5-wave move. From there, we see a recovery that looks like a 3-wave move. So in that respect, it's hard to be super bullish on Palantir, but I think there's more hope now than there was last time I looked at it, and I'll show you why. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the 2021 price action right here. Here we go. So again, my initial impression is the decline in 2021 is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trendy 5-wave decline, and then a 3-wave recovery to the upside. The good news is, since the last time I talked to you, price has continued rising. It has made it clear that this advance off of May's low is not yet over, and I think it leaves alive the possibility that something potentially more bullish is happening right away, and this is what that would look like. Basically, we would take that decline in February, March, April, and May and call it an ABC move. Not the cleanest labeling. Again, it looks more like a 5-wave move to me, but it's possible. And then that recovery off of May's low would be a 5-wave advance to the upside for wave 1, a second wave pullback that retraced almost exactly 61.8%, and then to the upside, we're getting a slow start to a 3rd wave advance as this guy kind of rounds into shape. Now, I don't love this labeling. I personally wouldn't trade it based off of this labeling, but I think the potential is there. And I think, again, in this market where everything seems to want to move higher, it's almost as if it has to prove that whatever it is you're looking at has to prove in no uncertain terms that it wants to head lower before you actually believe that it's going to head lower. Otherwise, the default is to expect it to head higher. In that respect, PLTR has the potential to continue higher and turn this into a trendy move to the upside as long as it's trading above 23. That's possible. If it moves below 23 at any point, I think you cannot be bullish on this guy. Then we get back to looking at this thing where we have a 5-wave decline and a 3-wave pullback, both clear indications that it wants to head lower overall. So the key is 23. A move below 23 at any point in time is a warning sign, and it has to be seen as an indication that the 2021 pullback is not yet over. Now, if we drive in a little bit and take a closer look at that advance off May's high, this is why there is some potential. You look at that up leg, that initial up leg, it does look like a 5-wave move. The second wave pullback, last time I looked at it, looked pretty trendy, looked to me like it wanted to head lower, but it didn't. It found support around 61.8% and has turned up since then to make this down leg a counter trend move despite its trendy look. It's been a slow climb to the upside. Nevertheless, it has a general trendy 5-wave move, and that's why I think you can hold out hope that this is the start of a more important up move again, but only as long as it trades above 23. So now I want to zoom in one more time and just look at this price action off of July's low, for the purpose of showing you what we would see to indicate that this up leg here is completed. And again, it's kind of a rugged move, but you can label it as a 5-wave move. You see a first wave, a second wave, a third wave up here, a fourth wave, and in the 5th wave now. Now, if at any point Palantir moves below 24.75, that's going to be an indication that this up leg off of July's low is completed, and you're getting that larger pullback. So depending on your time frame, a move below 24.75 could be a reason to exit if you're on a very short-term time frame. Otherwise, that level, again, is 23, because a move below 23 would be a pretty clear indication that the 2021 pullback has not yet completed. So if you want to be bullish, you can do it against 23. A move below 24.75 at any point tells you that some type of pullback has begun, probably a completion of this up leg, and this up leg is at least getting corrected. That would be a warning sign. But overall, I think you can be bullish as long as it stays above 23, as long as we don't see any clear, trendy downside price action on this guy. So Trey, I hope that's helpful. Have a wonderful long weekend. Anybody else who's watching this, come visit us at TrendLizard.com. We do this stuff in real time and tell you exactly where to put your money and exactly how to trade it using the stock market's 40 biggest ETFs. Y'all have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Take care.